Today we're going to turn this into this with just one effect. In this HitFilm tip film. Several months ago, a question was posed to the HitFilm forum asking how to make the stereotypical arrow arcing over a map. Thankfully, both HitFilm Pro and Express have an effect that makes this surprisingly easy. To make this, I started by animating an arrow in its own composite shot. I actually grabbed both the arrow and map images for this test from the interwebs, but you can also make your own arrow by drawing a mask on a plane. Either way, you want to animate your arrow, moving across the frame from one side to the other, so that the full arrow is revealed by the end of the shot. In a new composite shot, I set up my map as a 3D layer, rotated it 90 degrees on the x-axis, and animated the camera moving over the space where I wanted the arrow to appear. After dropping in the animated arrow comp, I added the sphere effect to it. At first, this doesn't look terribly three-dimensional, so let's fix that before moving on. To turn this into a 3D sphere, and to place and rotate the sphere in 3D space, it needs to be driven by a 3D point. I added a point layer, made it 3D, and chose that in the Transform From property under the Position category, and voila! Well, partial voila anyhow. After moving the point into place and setting its orientation to 270 degrees on the x-axis, we can start to see how the arrow will eventually curve across the surface of the map. Now, even though I had a transparent background in my arrow comp, the sphere effect made the space around the arrow solid black. To fix this, I set the Environment Layer property to point to my map layer, which made the map appear in the space around the arrow. However, the default behavior is for the sphere to refract what you see through it, so I opened the Refraction category and set Refraction Index to 1. Because I wanted a slightly flattened curve to my arrow, I opened the Scale category and set the Z-scale to 0.5, which squashed the sphere just a bit. And finally, under Surface Texture, I set Wrap X and Wrap Y to No, then play with the scale and scale ratio options until I was happy with how the arrow looked arcing across the map. And there you have it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking around through a bit of a slow time on the channel. You might have already seen at least part of what I've been doing over the past 7 months in some tutorials for the HitFilm and ProductionCrate channels. If not, you can find links in the description. There's a lot more coming, so make sure to subscribe if you want to catch it all. Until next time, clever tagline.